Alright guys, our winner from the 25th, Jordan W. from Fort Morgan, Colorado. Brother, you're getting a turn ski in your order. And from the 26th, we have Arthur W. He is also from Colorado, Brighton, Colorado. That's crazy, 2 of them in a row. That boy got some Cleetus Quattro sunglasses. Alright, over the next 2 days, we're also going to pick someone to get George's blown Amazon turbos off of Rodney. So, someone will get a precision turbo, someone will get a junk memorabilia. Amazon turbo. That landed on my laptop. Not ideal. Hope you guys are loving this promo. It's really fun for us. So head to thingsforfun.com, place your orders. You might get a junk turbo, you might get a precision turbo seat. But for now, let's get to the live action.
Hell yeah, brother. You're on the Cleetus McFarland YouTube channel.
Month of Freedom.
Alright, so guys, the El Camino's engine, we're sending off with a fresh set of head gaskets because they're going to need them where they're going. And it is off to Texas Speed. So I called up Texas Speed. I was like, hey, can you guys go through this puppy and throw some bearings in it? And they said, brother, we got you.
We got you.
So we'll get that back, pop it in our girl Ruby when she's ready. Yeah. What else we got showing up here, Georgie?
We got a radiator.
Dude, we got all kinds of stuff. Yeah, open up that radiator. I don't see that.
Oh, it's already halfway in the truck.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, well,
Dang, son. Look at all this, man.
get down. I sit down.
We got brake lines, brake line fittings, fuel line, more brake line. You name it, we got it. In the mail today. Got some weld-on bungs for extending the fuel rails on the El Camino, which we're about to mess with. Some live action.
James, I didn't know they had so much assembly required on these headers, man.
Yeah, that's you got to do it all.
Shoot! We got some work cut out for us.
See, you start by you just start cutting, and
Yep.
then sticking, cutting, then sticking, and then in a couple days you got headers,
And then there it is.
just like that.
So we got, we went ahead and we ordered 3-inch collectors with 2-inch primaries. They're actually really nice quality. And then we got a bunch of UJ bends, 2-inch for the primaries. We've got 3-inch off the collector to go up to the turbo. And somewhere in here we've got flanges. Yep, there's our big block flanges right there. Some nice stainless jobby. Now I just got to figure out how to make all this chopped up and fit in there. And then we'll hang turbos and figure that part out.
I'm even leaving the bracket and the turbo guard on this, so she'll be, you know, extra heavy. 29.95.
146 pounds.
It's gotta be 45.
45er.
53.
Oh!
52 pounds, just about.
20 pounds of turbo gain.
Jeez, dude.
So much for carbon doors, dude. They ain't gonna be doing
lot.
nothing. It's gonna be the same weight the whole car.
All right, so guys, as we climb closer to mounting turbos, we got to mount all this other junk that's going to be in the way of the headers that Ty's going to be building so he can build around them. Well, he's got the fuel pump in the rack in. You can see the fuel pump. We're going to be able to use our old belt and everything. Check that out. And then the pump can swing out and in just like on the LS setup. So that worked out really good. Basically a very similar design, and now he's putting that alternator on.
Figure out how to fit this in
So
there.
we got the voltages.
Yeah.
That's gonna be something right there, buddy.
Yes.
So he's using that plate just to align it. Make sure it's nice and straight.
Nice and square, so it doesn't throw a belt every
Good
5
news is we have a
minutes.
lathe, so we can bump around whatever we need to
Yep.
make the belts align.
Yeah, we can machine that mandrel down here.
Yeah,
These are all like a
just spacers.
slip fit kind of spacer.
Yeah.
So we can make our own spacers or modify those and put
Nice.
the pulley exactly where we want it.
Cool. You're just carbon dooring it up, huh?
Oh yeah.
All right, guys, as you can see over here, we got our alternator on. We got our mandrel finally fully installed. Ty's on header duty now, and they're gonna be a little funky, but
They're gonna be kind of funky.
they're gonna be cool. And over here, we got a starter showing up.
Dude, look at this piece of art. This ain't just a starter. This
That starter's got to be more expensive than the original purchase of Leroy.
you don't want to know how much this cost you.
R.I.P.
I mean, I gotta say though, these are the nicest quality. I mean, look at that thing.
Golly. Yeah, that is nice.
that'll wrap up the driver's side header. We got all 4 primaries ran and fully tacked. Pretty crazy looking header. I don't think I've ever done anything this weird before. It's half the fun of working here. You never know what kind of crazy stuff you're gonna get into. So that's it from the bottom. We'll go up top. Show you from the top side. And this is the header all done from the top. So we got our collector facing straight up to the turbo, just like we anticipated. Our 4 primaries going down. They all have good air gaps on everything. Spark plugs. Couldn't be easier to get to. It's nice and tight, wrapped up. The next step is going to be running a V-band up to the turbo and then the wastegate. And then once all that's totally done, I will take this header off. We'll back purge it. We'll weld it all out and we'll stick it back on the car and it's ready to go.
Did it raise any red flags to you if I told you I was about to weld on these fuel rails myself?
Yeah.
Come on, guys. Yeah, I'm gonna put an extension on this. All right, so guys, this fancy fuel rail goes on the inside of this intake, right down the center here. All right, so guys, that fuel rail slides in there and then sits on these injectors. You can see I got a couple of them in. And then it bolts in right here. Well, the problem is, the end of the fuel rail ends there, and then here's our old fuel lines right here. And the goal is to reuse these fuel lines because they run all the way to the back of the car. So what I'm gonna try and do right now is put an extension from the back of that fuel rail out around this, make it a solid little piece that'll just plug right into our old fuel system, which will save us a lot of time and money because we don't have to run new lines through the bottom of the car. These are already crimped fitting, nice braided fuel lines. So by just extending this fuel rail, we should be able to go right to our old fuel system. How's that look? Is that too close, too far? That's what it pretty much mounted.
How's it look at the hose hold up to?
So just, you want me to put that end on there or chop another 1/4 inch off?
Okay, put the end on because it'll be like this. That'll is perfect.
Is there enough clearance on the wall? Oh yeah. Think that's gonna leak, my guy?
Let's
Give
see
her
what
a
we
full
got.
inspection here.
Well, they look pretty good, man. It's pretty solid. There's
They're
no
about a 4 out
holes
of
or-
10, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a couple ugly spots, but there's also a couple pretty spots.
Solid.
I'm gonna install them. Those ones won't be seen, so we're all good. Once they're under that intake, no one will know. Remember how much of a pain it was doing those fuel lines on the LS? Now you got easy access, dude. That's fully bolted in, ready to rip.
Thanks. So now we can actually get to it.
I know.
Have to scoot the intake manifold
Yeah.
back a little bit by bit.
Yeah, we used to have to take the intake manifold all the way unbolted, move it forward, undo those lines. So now, dude, she goes on and off, no problem. Dialed in.
For all the haters that say you can't weld, man,
I
that
mean,
was pretty good.
It's welded. It's just not like ties.
Hey,
All right, now I gotta do the other side. Same thing on the other side coming up. All right, guys. Well, Ty's gonna keep busting away at these headers, getting close to mounting up the turbos. We're gonna return tomorrow, keep working through the weekend until this thing is freaking close, and then we'll be in good shape. But until then, thanks for watching Do It For Dale. We will freaking see you later.